our guest analyst, Oliver Sloup from Blue Line Futures. Oliver, thank you for waiting around. You have anything to say about these livestock prices?
But pretty quiet today here in the cattle complex, but I tell you what, it's been a pretty eventful week. We've had a lot better week than I was anticipating. We were thinking the cash would be fairly stagnant here in the shortened holiday week, but we got an uptick in cash, and that broke us out above the 200-day moving average in the June live cattle. That came in at about 135.40 and really opened the door for some more upward momentum towards the 100-day moving average at 137.5. We fell just short of that, but right now it looks like if we continue to see cash firm up here in the next week or so, we can go retest those end of March highs, which come in a little bit closer towards 138 to 139. At that point, we'll probably be working with a lot of our hedgers to get some risk laid off until we get further news on if this cash market really wants to take off or if this is just a little bit of a relief rally here in the near term.
I'd also like to see some consumer sentiment numbers kind of start trickling through here with these inflation numbers doing what they're doing, because I want to see if there's any pushback or if they've started to put their hands back in their pockets, or see what types of behavior, if you know what I mean, they're exhibiting with some of the prices out there, and if we're getting to a point where, high prices cure high prices.
Yeah, I think we're getting closer. Over the last several months, it really hasn't been a major player, but I think here recently, with all the headline exposure that we've seen and just the reality of all the prices just across the board, from gas to food, et cetera, I think a lot of people are being a little bit more picky and choosing where their money goes. So, beef might not be that number one protein in their grocery cart going forward if prices continue to rise at the source.
I hear you. All right. Well, have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Thanks very much for coming on the show. That's Oliver Sloup from Blue Line Futures in Chicago.